Hey, Steelers Nation. We're back with an exclusive video packed with the latest updates on our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any exclusive updates or exciting Steelers news. The NFL world is buzzing right now. And if you thought the offseason couldn't get any crazier, think again, because the Pittsburgh Steelers have reportedly secured one of the fastest, most electrifying wide receivers in the entire league, Tyreek Hill. Sources close to the team claim that negotiations moved at lightning speed, with both parties eager to close a deal that could transform the Steelers' offense overnight. Imagine a team that already had talented skill players suddenly adding someone who has redefined speed at his position. Tyreek Hill isn't just fast. He's a player capable of turning a routine play into a highlight reel at any moment. Fans are already speculating about the endless possibilities this signing brings, with social media exploding in reaction videos, memes, and heated debates about how defenses are going to handle the new nightmare in the Steelers' backfield. Analysts are whispering about the potential statistical explosion, comparing Hill's arrival to some of the most dominant offensive seasons in recent NFL history. The Steelers, known for their historical identity built on toughness and strategic passing, are now rumored to be embracing a more vertical, high-octane approach that could leave opponents scrambling. Everyone is waiting for the official announcement, but the rumor alone has already shifted expectations for Pittsburgh's upcoming season. The excitement surrounding Tyreek Hill's potential move to Pittsburgh doesn't stop with fans or casual observers. Even veteran players are reportedly intrigued by how the Steelers' offensive scheme could evolve. Hill has always been known for his unparalleled acceleration, precise route running, and the uncanny ability to create separation from even the most disciplined cornerbacks. Rumors indicate that the coaching staff is already devising new plays to maximize his impact, experimenting with formations and motion that could take advantage of his speed in ways the league hasn't fully anticipated. Some insiders suggest that Hill's presence could completely alter the quarterback's approach, encouraging more deep shots, quick releases, and even gadget plays designed specifically to exploit defensive overcommitments. The ripple effects of this signing could be monumental, not only for the Steelers' offense but for the AFC as a whole, as rival teams scramble to prepare for a weapon that changes the pace and dynamics of every matchup. Imagine a Steelers team with an already competent passing game suddenly augmented by a player who can score from anywhere on the field at any time, forcing opponents to rethink coverages and strategies. Analysts are already projecting massive highlight reels, long touchdown passes, and record-breaking speed metrics, all stemming from a single rumored acquisition that could redefine Pittsburgh's offensive identity forever. Fans are practically losing their minds over this potential addition. The media coverage surrounding Tyreek Hill's possible signing with the Steelers is reaching almost surreal levels, with sports networks and online platforms inundated with speculative breakdowns and hypothetical scenarios. Every highlight clip of Hill from past seasons is being dissected, slowed down, and reanalyzed as fans and pundits attempt to envision what the player would look like in the black and gold. Rumors suggest that some team executives are quietly panicking, realizing that the Steelers could be on the verge of creating the fastest, most lethal offensive attack in the league. Even former players are chiming in, speculating on how Hill's speed could stretch defenses vertically, opening lanes for running backs and creating mismatches across the board. This signing, if finalized, could mark a radical shift in Pittsburgh's philosophy, combining old-school grit with modern, explosive athleticism. Social media has become a non-stop thread of speculation, with fans posting mock rosters, hypothetical game footage, and even creative animations showing Hill blowing past defenders in Steelers uniforms. The narrative is taking on a life of its own, fueled by the sheer energy and anticipation of what could be a franchise-defining acquisition. Rumors are swirling about the exact contract details, how the team plans to integrate him, and even how Hill himself might impact locker room culture, creating an atmosphere of both excitement and intrigue that seems to grow by the day. Every outlet is trying to break the story first, but the rumor itself is already dominating the conversation in ways that few off-season moves ever have. Some whispers even suggest that Tyreek Hill's signing might trigger a domino effect across the league, forcing rival teams to rethink defensive strategies and off-season acquisitions. If Pittsburgh truly secures Hill, the ripple effect could influence draft priorities, free agency moves, and game plans far beyond the borders of Pennsylvania. Scouts are reportedly studying every game tape imaginable, analyzing how Hill's speed could exploit zone coverages, man-to-man matchups, and even special team situations. The rumor is fueling debates among analysts, with some predicting that the Steelers could become the first team in decades to regularly challenge for a 50-point offensive explosion on any given Sunday. Others suggest that Hill's impact might not only be statistical but psychological, intimidating defenses before the snap simply because they know the kind of explosive play he can create in a split second. Fans are already imagining highlight reels where Hill outruns cornerbacks downfield, breaks tackles with ease, and turns short passes into 80-yard scoring plays. Social media is awash with mock-up jerseys, fan art, and speculative videos showing Hill catching deep passes from a Steelers quarterback, igniting excitement that borders on hysteria. This rumor, if true, doesn't just hint at an improved offense. It suggests a complete reimagining of what Pittsburgh football could look like in the modern era, blending raw speed, precision, and creative playmaking into a single unstoppable package. League insiders are reportedly also paying close attention to how this move could affect Tyreek Hill personally and professionally. The speedster has always thrived in environments that allow him freedom to stretch the field, make plays in space, and avoid overly rigid schemes. Rumors suggest that the Steelers' coaching staff is tailoring offensive concepts specifically to accommodate his unique skill set, designing routes and plays that would not only maximize his abilities, but also create opportunities for his teammates to shine. Teammates are reportedly excited at the prospect of practicing with one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, envisioning the potential chemistry and timing adjustments that could lead to unprecedented offensive success. Some insiders even speculate that Hill's presence could encourage a cultural shift within the team, blending veteran experience with youthful explosiveness in ways that motivate everyone around him to elevate their game. The media frenzy has become nearly impossible to ignore, with talk shows, podcasts, and social feeds dissecting every aspect of what this signing could mean, from game strategy to team identity. The rumor has created a perfect storm of anticipation, speculation, and excitement that seems to grow exponentially with each passing day. Fans, analysts, and players alike are collectively holding their breath, waiting to see if the Steelers can officially close a deal that could redefine not just a season, but potentially the trajectory of the franchise for years to come. Even beyond the field, the narrative surrounding Tyreek Hill and the Steelers is taking on a cultural dimension that few off-season rumors ever achieve. Merchandise speculation is rampant, with fans already envisioning new jerseys, highlight reels, and marketing campaigns centered around a speedster who can change the game in an instant. Social media challenges, viral content, and fan-generated material are multiplying at an astonishing rate, each post amplifying the excitement and building a nearly tangible sense of momentum around the rumored signing. Analysts are framing this not just as a football move, but as a strategic statement by the Steelers, signaling to the league that they are serious about evolving their offense, embracing modern athleticism, and redefining what it means to be a competitive team in today's NFL. Even the discussion of opponents' reactions is fueling speculation, with rumors suggesting that rival coordinators are re-examining their defensive schematics, anticipating the nightmare of defending a team with Tyreek Hill in full stride. The hype is reaching fever pitch, with every report, leak, and whisper magnifying the sense that Pittsburgh is on the verge of something historic. If this rumor turns into reality, the Steelers might not just have added a player. They might have added a transformative force capable of reshaping the NFL landscape, and fans are already dreaming of the electric plays, record-breaking moments, and unforgettable highlights that could define the next chapter of Pittsburgh football. The buzz around Tyreek Hill joining the Steelers is not just about speed. It's about creating a new identity for Pittsburgh's offense, one that opponents will dread facing every Sunday. Rumors suggest the coaching staff is considering an array of innovative formations, motion-heavy plays, and deep shot concepts that could fully utilize Hill's unique skill set. Imagine a scenario where Hill is lined up in the slot, off the line, and suddenly accelerating past cornerbacks in a blur. Every game tape review by rival teams has them scrambling to figure out how to counteract a player who seemingly operates on another level. This rumor alone has sparked discussions about the evolution of NFL offenses, blending traditional power football with modern hyperspeed dynamics. Fans are envisioning games where the Steelers can score in multiple ways within minutes, exploiting defensive mismatches and creating highlight after highlight that could dominate sports media coverage. Social platforms are ablaze with hypothetical highlight reels, mock game scripts, and fantasy football debates centered on Hill's potential impact. Rumors also indicate that teammates are embracing the challenge, recognizing the opportunity to become part of a historically fast, dynamic, and unpredictable offensive unit. The excitement is infectious, turning casual observers into dedicated followers eagerly dissecting every rumored move, play design, and strategic adjustment that could accompany Hill's arrival. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Inside the locker room, whispers indicate that Tyreek Hill's rumored arrival is already influencing team dynamics, practice routines, and even motivational strategies. Coaches are reportedly reworking training schedules, incorporating drills specifically aimed at maximizing Hill's explosiveness while teaching other players to synchronize timing, routes, and spacing around his speed. Sources suggest that the quarterback position could undergo subtle but meaningful adjustments, focusing on anticipation, deep ball accuracy, and situational awareness to take full advantage of Hill's abilities. Rumors even hint at potential shifts in offensive line strategies, as the team anticipates plays that push defenders back and create open lanes for rapid playmakers. Teammates are reportedly excited but also cautious, knowing that integrating someone with Hill's unique talents requires a delicate balance of chemistry, trust, and practice repetition. Analysts are already speculating that the Steelers could become one of the most statistically explosive teams in league history, setting benchmarks in yards after catch, deep completions, and scoring efficiency. Fan speculation is nearly uncontrollable, with online forums dedicated to predicting Hill's first touchdown, comparing him to historic offensive icons, and imagining the collective energy of stadiums as defenders attempt to keep pace. Even without an official announcement, the rumor itself is reshaping expectations, creating a narrative of speed, innovation, and the potential for Pittsburgh to redefine modern offensive football. Rumors from league insiders suggest that the strategic implications of Tyreek Hill joining the Steelers extend far beyond Pittsburgh, influencing defensive schematics across the entire AFC. Teams that once relied on man-to-man coverage are reportedly reconsidering zone adjustments, safeties positioning, and cornerback matchups to account for a player capable of altering the field's geography in a heartbeat. Analysts are predicting that Hill's speed could force opposing offenses to change tempo, creating opportunities for the Steelers to exploit mismatches in coverage, screen plays, and explosive deep strikes. Even veteran defensive coordinators are rumored to be in meetings dissecting game footage, trying to anticipate the scenarios in which Hill could create unstoppable plays. Social media analysis shows fans creating elaborate predictive models, imagining sequences where Hill breaks tackles, outruns defenders, and turns simple receptions into 80-yard touchdowns. The rumor has become a multi-layered phenomenon, blending player potential, team strategy, and cultural anticipation into a story that transcends standard sports reporting. Steelers supporters are openly fantasizing about playoff scenarios, imagining a season where defenses are constantly on edge. Every snap carries the possibility of an explosive play, and Hill's presence alone redefines what it means to attack the field. The excitement surrounding this rumor is contagious, suggesting a seismic shift in how Pittsburgh football could operate, blending innovation, athleticism, and psychological pressure into a single narrative of speed and dominance. Speculation about Tyreek Hill's rumored impact also focuses on the emotional and psychological effect on the team, fans, and rivals alike. Hill's presence on the field would not only accelerate plays, but elevate the intensity of every moment, turning routine drives into nerve-wracking sequences of anticipation. Rumors indicate that opponents may experience a heightened sense of urgency, knowing a single misstep could result in a long touchdown, shifting momentum instantly. Analysts are exploring the notion that Hill's speed could influence defensive behavior pre-snap, forcing safeties deeper, linebackers wider, and creating cascading effects that open space for running backs and slot receivers. Fans are already responding, sharing mock-up highlight reels, fantasy football projections, and creative content imagining the Steelers' new identity as a team built around speed, timing, and high-risk, high-reward plays. Rumors suggest the front office is fully aware of this potential, and internal discussions are reportedly focused on how to integrate Hill seamlessly while maintaining team cohesion. Even casual observers are starting to follow Pittsburgh closely, captivated by the rumor and the possibility that the Steelers might transform into one of the most electrifying, feared offensive forces in the league. This potential addition is shaping a narrative that mixes anticipation, excitement, and strategic innovation, creating an atmosphere where every upcoming game could feel like a turning point in NFL history. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.